Hey, welcome back, YouTube. I'm Mr. Controversy, and this is Shop Chatter. So, I did a story on uh, Walter Weeks is his name, but he's fresh and fit. And a whole lot of other people did some content on him. Basically, it's surrounding the IG model known as Daisy that that so-called supposedly got pregnant. So I said then it was a money grab. I was like, I think she's it's BS. People, you had all these other, you know, YouTubers. They jumped on it quick and took her story, ran with it, you know, and kind of find out now all of a sudden she wants to uh, delete so-called the baby. So initially, I did some actually I did a little story on it before. I'll drop the link in for that portion that I did. But I said then I was like, I don't believe it. It sounded fishy. Just listen to the story. It sounded fishy. So for you guys, you don't know, women can actually purchase from Amazon, all a couple other places, fake pregnancy tests. Where regardless of what you do, it's always going to say it's positive. It's going to show positive. It's going to come blank, but once they pee on it, whatever, it's going to say positive. There are females out there doing that to get money from guys. Whether they say, "Hey, I don't want either, but I don't have the money to do whatever." God pays for it. Never was in the beginning. Her thing, she was saying, "Well, I have the paperwork and all this other stuff." I can tell you, as a person who works with Adobe Acrobat a lot, especially when I was in the military, I created documents, I modified documents that were on Adobe. You can go in there, you can manipulate it if you pay for that level of pretty much of authority. It's just as an author, so it allows you to actually go in there and you can make these changes. So I'm thinking that's what she did, but whatever, guys, like I said, a bunch of simps. They're out here, they quick to run behind these women. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all ain't learned that from this Me Too, the baseball player, and all these other folks, guys in college, wrongly accused, and then find out the female lied, and nothing happens to them. They just walk on off into the sunset. Meanwhile, you're, you know, you got this stigma on you, and people, believe it. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into this video, and you can listen to what she got to say.
Yeah, so as you guys know that I've been pregnant since March 1st. I've shown you all the receipt. I mean, there's no way I can fake it. And it's also there's a document about doctor's announcement. So as you know, that's no way I can fake it. So I swear to my family that the pregnancy is true and the baby is precious. It's his baby. Okay. um, because all the stress that's been going on for the past month, it caused me a lot of emotional damage, and I've been starting feeling a lot of panic and like it's just like a lot of going on. Like every time I'm public, I'm just trying to get myself together and trying to be positive and to show you guys and show other women like a good example that we are strong even though we're going through some kind of situation in life. Life is not always perfect. So no matter what, we have to be strong. I have to be out there for myself. Um yeah, I'm not gonna be able to keep the baby. I know there's a lot of voice being talking about she's been baby trapping, she's planning the whole story. you know, there's no reason if I want to baby trap him, why would I decide not to keep the baby? Because I actually planned the baby with him. Do you guys understand? I've been taking a lot of supplements since January. Okay, since January, like the day I went back to China, I told all my friends I'm not gonna, because I'm a social drinker. I don't like alcohol. I used to do bodybuilding. Alcohol is just not my hobby. So I've been planning to keep myself healthy, taking supplements in order to get pregnant, in order to plan our baby with Walter, Walter Weeks. So I actually manifest this baby, and God gave me the baby. So can you imagine? I was very emotional when I had a video call with him, when I had a voice call with him. I was actually very emotional because God actually gave me the baby. God gave me what I want. Of course, I wasn't going to like kill it. I'm not going to kill my baby because I planned the baby with him. But just everything, like after everything's going on, like really, like I just, I don't, I'm not going to be a single mother. I don't want my.
Okay, first of all, so she's talking about all this anxiety and all stuff from everything. Now, mind you, she put this on herself. This young lady put this on herself. Women are quick to run to social media to put their business out there because they're looking for sympathy. And when it don't go the way, they thought it was gonna go, then they play I'm the victim. She's not a victim. She did this to herself. She voluntarily signed up for it. When she went on, she on TikTok, she put out the video. First she put out the text between her and Fresh. Then she put out the audio from the. She was recording the phone call. If you watch, like I said, I'm gonna drop the link for the first video. If you watch it, I have the phone calls in there. She was recording it, and she was trying to bait him to say certain things. And when it didn't go that way, she was kind of changed the narrative a little bit. But she was baiting him. And like I said, you got when a woman call you out the blue somewhere stuff, just whether she is or she isn't, you better think that she's recording you. Think that she's got some type of record or something, because then that's what they'll use, whether it be in court with a lawyer or something when you before a judge. And in certain states, well, Florida, she did in Florida, which is illegal, so she actually can get sued for that. Certain states allow, second part, which is now if it's you and someone else, they will allow you to record it because you're given authorization. But in certain states, you have to have authorization from the other party, and in a lot of states it's illegal. And like I said, that's also in the first video I did. I laid out what states allowed it, what states that didn't allow it. So she's looking for a sympathy card. Like I said, she was saying how religious she was. She went to the extent of saying, "I don't care if he's not there." She had to. She's playing on the whole thing of, well, the court systems in the U.S. they're going to make them pay child support. I don't need as much, but they're going to make him pay. I don't want him around. He didn't want the child, so I don't want him around the child. And now all of a sudden this, oh yeah, forget my religion, forget everything I believe in, forget, you know, like everything I said, I'm now just getting rid of it. And a lot of these women, they full of it. She tried to finesse him, and it did not go the way she thought it was gonna go. It got more attention, more traction than what she wanted.
My baby grow up without a father. Even until now, he's not showing up. I asked him to do a DNA test. I asked him to speak out. He refused. Instead, he's been acting like a fucking child on the show.
And the reason Fresh wasn't speaking out, he was following his lawyer's instructions. His lawyer told him, don't speak on it, and that's what you're supposed to do. That is the purpose of you having legal representation. If they tell you don't say nothing, you don't say nothing. You shut your mouth, let things play out. You let your lawyer handle everything. You let the so-called judicial system handle it. because we all know how that works out for men anyway when it comes to court and women, with women and men inside the court system. But he was following directions. So she's, name call, trying to call him names and all that stuff. And that was just a way to bait him. If you knew for a fact that it was his, so the so-called baby, you wouldn't need. Why are you talking about getting a DNA test? Why would you ask him if he wanted to get one?
And playing a song like celebrating me being single mother, but you guys, you're not gonna get away with this because I'm not gonna be a single mother. I'm not letting my child grow up without a father. That's not fair. I grew up in a single family and my mom left us when I was 10. I know how it feels. It's horrible. Because when I was young, like my schoolmates, my like like people from school, they've been laughing at me like, why don't you have a mom, you know? It's just very complicated, and I know how it will affect my baby.
That's exactly how she feels. She failed. Her plan failed miserably. So that's all I got. I'm waiting for them guys to come out because I know they're gonna talk about it and it's gonna be funny. I hope they do it tonight. They have they on tonight and talk about it. But I like to hear what you think. I want to know if you one of the people that fell for it. You got bamboozled and jumped on the train bandwagon because you don't like them, and now you're going to spin the narrative of, oh well, she probably was, or whatever your excuse is going to be. But that's all I got. I'm out of here.